guess. Um, I I don't know how to explain what's going on. I still don't know how to explain what's going on. Uh, except just to try. I mean, uh, I don't know where. I mean, I could start back. It's been going on so long. Um, I'm involved with the human resources, and that's too bad. Whatever this is, this whole reality I'm experiencing. That's a weird thing to say, huh? Everything I experience is like, it's not even real. And it's not that I'm not real, I guess. It's that everything I experience just seems to be so orchestrated, really. It's like, I'd like to say it's my mom's covert narcissism or something like that, but this goes beyond that. Unless I am literally living inside my mom's reality, then that's the only thing that could explain human resources seemingly working with my mom. Even though they say, you got to get away from your mom, but they never help me get out. Um, not in a way that would actually work, because it would have to be fast. Because my mom makes my life hell already as a disabled person, her disabled son. Uh, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to talk about my mom. I'm trying to talk about what's happening to me. Uh, Lately, I've been having a lot of fear. A lot of they call it anxiety, but this is push. This is fear that I'm feeling. Uh, could be a midlife, partly a midlife crisis. Uh, but I mean that's in the mix there somewhere. I think. Uh, but things. It's not that I'm not able to do the things I used to do. It's that things are becoming more difficult. They're like it's like reality is kind of able to bend, like space and time. Not so much space, but events are timed in such a manner as to prevent me from doing things that I enjoy doing, like spending time on things that I like doing. So I'm like something is interfering with my time, and I'm disabled, so I had nothing but time to do what I was whatever I console myself with, you know. But now I'm losing that time. I'm losing my ability to spend my time freely as much as possible, like I normally do, and things are happening that shouldn't be happening to make them more difficult, like at just the right time. You know, it's as if none of this is real, really. Uh, and it, it, I there's the possibility that I could Um, that Human Resources says that on a paper I signed, one of the things that they can do if one of their judges sees it fit, they can take my rights away, among worse things, like psychosurgery and electroconvulsive therapy. Uh, they just mentioned it. They didn't say they were going to do it. They just had it on the paper that they have me sign every once in a while. Uh, so that put that in my head, as and everything that happened to me all has meaning pertaining to what I'm going through. So, I mean, there's always something to play off of that they put in my head that's happened to me that goes into my mind, my subconscious, and I get triggered by these things because they can access them at any time. They can make it real. They can make it seem real by creating certain situations which trigger those memories and make things seem like they're happening that aren't actually going to happen, but it seems like it. You know, uh, and that makes me act strangely, which is just building a case for them to give me a Chapter 51, which is where they take my rights away, whatever that means, whatever rights they're talking about. I'm not sure, but basically, that's where I think they're trying to make it go. They're trying to make me do something stupid to myself or have a breakdown before they will actually give me or make an offer I can't refuse, basically. Make a deal. And that's what it's more and more seeming like it's becoming. You know, because they don't listen to me. They don't take into consideration that what I'm saying is happening. And I don't even go this far with it with them. I just say I need to get out of my situation quickly. Like for instance, living with my mom. She's always 10 steps ahead of me. She can trigger me and get in my head whenever she wants. I'm on tap. My time, my energy is it's like that's one aspect of it. But then there's things that happen in the community that I can't explain, that really have no explanation other than something's going on. It's covertly, I guess. And they would. It's convenient that they gave me a diagnosis that includes grandiose, like ideology and stuff like that, because that's exactly what's happening. Happening is something that seems to be grandiose, and they've already labeled it as a mental disorder. So I can't, I lose no matter what. They've already decided. By giving me that diagnosis, they can do grandiose things to me, and if I point them out, then I'm grandiose, right? So there's not really anything I can do. They want me to quit smoking. Nobody said it directly, but, like just now when I said there's nothing I can do, I looked down at my pipe. Like something's like drawing my... You ever hear this saying? I've heard this before. It's a native woman said this, that women are the neck and men are the head, and women are the neck. They put your attention where they want it. And that could be, why my mom's always seems to be ahead of me, because she puts my attention where she wants it, kind of thing. And the funny thing is, we just had a neighbor moving upstairs. His last name is Deal, DEAL, like make a deal. You know, it's that weird. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. Not on my own. They want me to make a deal, make an offer I can't refuse, basically. If you've ever seen The Godfather, that's kind of the idea, you know. And it's not just criminals. It's like everybody. The whole experience I'm having is like catered for my destruction, you know. And they want me to give up smoking. Something does, as if, oh, I give up smoke. What is it about smoking that threatens whatever's doing this to me? What is it about smoking? Is it something that might actually, they might not, whatever's doing it might not like? You know, should I keep doing it? With, you know, because, you know, this crazy shit is happening. I mean, just smoking tobacco. I don't smoke anything else, really. I don't like illicit drugs and stuff like that. I don't like them. You know? I barely drink, and I would drink more, but my body won't let me. My heart and I just start feeling bad, you know. But I'm really scared. I'm really scared, and I mean, I've the only thing that really comforts me is the idea that I could kill myself before I had to make a deal. You know, like that might actually be something I would have control over, you know, in this whole thing. And it's not something I want to do. I want this situation to go away, you know. I want a better life. I deserve a better life. And it sucks that I have to point that out. You'd think they'd already understand that. Whatever's doing it. Because it's happening as if it has a conscience of its own. Like things are, like the whole reality is timed and catered and orchestrated for what is happening to me. You know, and I try to explain this to people, to my own brother, and he just wants to quote, you know, the diagnosis in the textbook, you know, isolation, labelization, and stigmatizing labels that keep me isolated and exactly where they want me. You know, exactly where they want me, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm really, really scared. And if someone from Human Resources sees this, if someone from the state sees this, they might say I'm losing my marbles. And I think I'm starting to. I mean, the fear that when reality can bend. I mean, it's when time and everything's orchestrated and you can't speak out about it because nobody will agree with you. You know, then I mean, they're gonna say I'm insane or something, simply because they can. I imagine that's what they're gonna try to do. You know, take my rights away. Worse, if they can, if necessary, I imagine. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. My mom doesn't have my back. None of her family has my back. You know, I'm on my own here. In fact, if I was on my own, maybe this wouldn't be happening. I don't know. But I've thought about this a long time, a couple decades. You know, ever since it started, I've been, trying to figure it out, and it's not going to get figured out unless people admit it's going on in the first place. You know, and all you're going to say is it's all in my head, and unless everything around me is a projection of my subconscious or somebody else's subconscious, like my mom upstairs right now, unless this is all a projection of my subconscious, then it's not all in my head. Because this is things happening around me that just don't make sense. They're not normal. Okay? What things people say at the exact time they need to say them, things I see, things I see on the TV at the precise moment, one thing leading to another in a synchronistic manner. Okay, what is going to happen? I mean, what deal do they want me to make? They're going to wait until I'm at my lowest point before they give me any opportunity to get out of it. Because there's no one I can just make a deal with yet. They're probably going to take my rights away, or lock me up, or give me electroconvulsive shock therapy, or something worse, That's what it's looking like they're trying to do. Because they're waiting. They're waiting. I told them I need out now, before I lose everything. But maybe that's part of the midlife crisis too that I'm probably experiencing. Losing what's mine to the next generation, something like that. Older generation has to move on. Let the younger strangers do whatever they want with what I've suffered for. Stuff like that. I don't know. But I'm scared, and I don't know how to end this video. I don't know what I can say to kind of wrap it all together. It's just weird, I don't know. Alright.